Brad Riddell. Our first question goes to Gabriel Gonzalez with Stateside Press.
Hey Brad, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear it.
So Brad, obviously the late eye poke where he got a bit of a break is causing quite the stir on social media. The replay shows it was a clean punch. What was going through your mind as it all played out?
I think you can see that I was a little bit annoyed, but that's okay because he stopped. So if that was deemed as a punch at the time, I would have stopped him. I would have finished him, and would have got that stoppage on my record, which would have been awesome. I think it would have been one of the first times he's been stopped, maybe the first. But this is the way the universe went today, so that's okay. I still got the win, and it's not the ref's fault. You know, it's very hard to see what's going on there sometimes, especially when people are just throwing heat in the moment. So yeah, it is what it is. I can live with that. So I'm shaking the screen.
What advice did Eugene and the team give you in between rounds? Most people gave him round one, then you really started putting it together in the second.
They just said I have to win the next two rounds. You know, I sacrificed that first round to tire him out on the wrestle. It was very hard to get him off me. I'm not saying I strategically let him put me there. He put me there by himself because he's strong. And it was hard to get him off. So I decided that I'll just fight him there and tire him out for a while and gamble on winning the next two rounds, which I did. And then in between those rounds, they just told me to stick to my game plan, which we've had for weeks on end, and I did. And it worked.
Understood. What was the mood in your locker room? Obviously, had just had a rough one, and then you have Izzy and Kai getting ready. So I'm assuming there were a lot of emotions going on back there.
Yeah, like I watched one of my homeboys get knocked out. That's painful because I know he's invested in this camp, and um, yeah, it's never fun, man. It hurts, and to block that out is experience. Like I've seen stuff like that happen before I fought, and it does take a different sort of beast to be able to zone that out of your head and carry on with my fight, and I managed to, and I'll go console Shane.
Can I ask what happens now in the evening for you? Like, are you gonna go back out there and you all are gonna march out with Izzy in about an hour? How does it all work with the team?
100%. I'm with my team till the wheels fall off, and so when Kai goes out, I'll be here. When Israel goes out, I'll be here, and we'll walk back into that hotel together, and we'll step onto that plane together. We came as a unit, and we leave as a unit.
My final question, this is a 6-fight win streak for you, 3 in the UFC. Is it too soon to start talking about getting a shot at the top 15 in your next fight?
Definitely not. I deserve that shot. The guys that I've been fighting are many years more experienced than me, man. They could easily handle the top 10, top 15. So I beat them. So I deserve that spot in that top 20 for somebody else.
All right, Brad, thank you and congratulations.
Sure.
Our next question is from Christopher Reeve with the New Zealand Herald.
Hey, Chris.
What up, Brad? Congratulations, mate.
Oh, what's up, man?
How was Eugene after the fight?
I mean, you know, I meant a few words. I think before I even left the cage, I said to him, I said, Cobber, there's lots of work on. I'm always my own biggest critic. Maybe not. Maybe he's my biggest critic. But all I can think about after fights is how I can get better, how I can chase more perfection and more excellence. And I am looking forward to hearing what him and Andre and my other coaches have to say about it.
How tight was that guillotine at the end of the first?
Pretty tight, actually. I think I let out one of the noises, and then I had to do the dive roll and get over. That was him at his strongest in that round, and then from there on, he sort of seemed to whittle away a little bit. But yeah, man, it was tight. It was dangerous. The guys. Look at. I don't even know until I stepped in the cage that it was 21, 20 finishes. I was like, ooh, shit, that's pretty.
And you just mentioned the rankings. Is there a guy that you've got your eye on? I know in the past you've kind of pointed out Drew Dober, but he's booked. So anyone else you're looking at?
I'm gonna go home, get on the Google machine, find somebody, start yelling at them, pick a fight with them, go beat them.
Excellent, man. Just lastly from me, have you had a chance to speak to Shane, and how's he doing?
I just saw him on the way out of the cage before, so I was very proud of him. He lost, but I said not the fight I'm talking about. So I'm very proud of the man that he's become over the last 2 months, and yeah, I'm gonna go see him.
Sweet as, bro. Thank you very much, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. See you soon, bro.
Our next question is from Pablo Santamaria with Noti MMA Ecuador.
Hi, Brad. Can you hear me?
Yep.
First of all, congratulate you for the big win. So, in the first round, he clearly won that round. So, what was your thought into that round?
Nothing. Just what you said. I was like, I lost. You know, I'm a realist. I lost that round. And I said to myself, well, you could have won the next two. You could have won this fight. I didn't come a long way with my team and bring people here that sacrificed time to watch me lose. I was not going to lose, and I just trusted in my skill set and my gas tank and my corner. And yeah, man, I mean, it's not that fun to hear. I'm sure you guys want to hear some crazy story that was going on in my head, but that was it. I was just like, I beat myself up in my head. I was like, you got it. Two rounds.
Okay, I get it. So, if you could pick your next opponent, you have someone in mind that you want to call out?
I'll find someone today. You know, my sole thoughts for today have been on Alex, beating Alex. I visualized that all last night, all today. It's just been one direction. But I'll find somebody today before I get on that airplane at home. I'll start yelling things at them on Twitter or Instagram or whatever I need to do to get a quick fight with them.
Okay, do you think this was a toughest match than you thought?
But tougher than I thought it would be. No, I definitely didn't think it would be easy. I've watched Alex's fights. I knew this was going to be very, very hard, and I was very excited to fight him. I love getting tested. I love pushing my limits physically and mentally. And no, man, like I knew that he was going to come out and be hard to fight, and he was. And you know, I enjoyed fighting him.
Okay, so you were asked before that Shane lost and you get the W. Do you think like Kai and Izzy will have a positive mind because they saw you get the win?
Of course, they would have positive mindsets regardless because they're professional athletes, they're professional sportsmen, and mentally they're professional. They're very experienced, they're veterans of this game, and they know that the reality of the sport is we can lose and we can get hurt, we can get knocked out. This is something that you can't hide from, and you have to own that. You have to walk into that, your head held high, and you have to embrace that possibility, and they will be fine.
Okay, Garrett, thank you very much, Brad, and have a good night. Good evening.
That's all we have for you today, Brad. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.